Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Honda CR-V 2023 Plus may exhibit a diagnostic trouble code, DTC P006E, which indicates a malfunction in the turbocharger power supply circuit. This code arises when the power supply circuit voltage of the turbocharger wastegate control actuator is lower than acceptable levels, triggering the powertrain control module, PCM, to register an abnormality in the system. The PCM is crucial as it manages the vehicle's engine and transmission functions. When this DTC is stored, it indicates an underlying issue with the electrical supply to the actuator, which is responsible for controlling the turbocharger pressure. To effectively resolve this, it is vital to utilize the troubleshooting steps outlined in the vehicle's service manual. Following a systematic approach will help in diagnosing the root of the issue efficiently. The error associated with DTC P006E involves the turbocharger wastegate control actuator, which is a component that regulates the amount of exhaust gas flowing through the turbocharger. It ensures optimal boost pressure for engine performance. When there is an issue with the power supply circuit to this actuator, the PCM detects that the voltage is lower than a specified threshold, leading to a malfunction indication. This component is typically located within the engine compartment and is directly influenced by electronic signals sent from the PCM. When the PCM detects this anomaly, it stores the DTC for diagnostic purposes, allowing technicians to trace back the power supply and control signals that could be affected by open or shorted circuits. Several causes can lead to the generation of DTC P006E. Firstly, an open circuit within the wiring connected to the turbocharger wastegate control actuator can prevent the actuator from receiving adequate voltage, resulting in the malfunction error. Secondly, shorts in the wiring can misdirect electrical flow, causing abnormal voltage levels to trigger the DTC. Lastly, a faulty PCM may also be responsible, especially if other inspection items indicate that the wiring and connections are intact. In each of these scenarios, it is important to systematically inspect the respective components to identify the root cause effectively. When DTC P006E is present, several symptoms may manifest during vehicle operation. Drivers may notice a significant reduction in engine performance, as the turbocharger might not be generating the expected boost pressure. This can lead to sluggish acceleration and decreased power, which can be quite noticeable, particularly under heavy load situations. In addition to performance issues, the turbocharger may not be functioning properly, potentially causing the engine to run inefficiently. Another common symptom is the illumination of the check engine light on the dashboard. This warning serves as a prompt for the driver to seek diagnostic services, aiming to ensure that any underlying issues are addressed in a timely manner. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P006E involves turning the vehicle to the on mode without starting the engine. This allows the PCM to power up and begin diagnostics. At this stage, it is essential to check the connections to the PCM to ensure they are secure and free of corrosion or damage, as poor connections can lead to false DTC storage. After establishing that the connections are intact, verify the presence of DTC P006E to confirm that the malfunction is consistent. This initial check sets the foundation for further, more detailed inspections of the electrical circuits feeding the turbocharger wastegate control actuator. In the second troubleshooting step, focus shifts to the power supply circuit related to the turbocharger wastegate control actuator. Begin by inspecting the circuit for any open wires that could be preventing the proper voltage from reaching the actuator. Using a multimeter, check the resistance levels. A normal reading should be less than 1 ohm. Any resistance above this threshold may indicate an open circuit that needs to be repaired. Addressing these issues is crucial, as ensuring a functional power supply will determine if the actuator can operate correctly, leading to enhanced vehicle performance. During the third troubleshooting step, conduct a shorted wire inspection for the power supply circuit. This requires the disconnection of various circuit components, including the PGM-FI subrelay and all related connectors. Following disconnection, check each section of the circuit for potential shorts to ground. A normal condition should exhibit more than 1 mega-ohm of resistance. If any sections provide lower readings, this indicates a short, which can directly contribute to the DTC being stored. As you analyze the circuit, attention to detail is essential, as small wiring issues can drastically impact actuator performance and ultimately result in turbocharger malfunction. The final troubleshooting step involves inspecting the powertrain control module (PCM) itself. If prior inspections reveal the wiring and other components are functioning correctly, the PCM is likely the source of the malfunction. Utilize diagnostic tools to test the PCM for faults, paying attention to diagnostic results that indicate whether it is capable of dispatching the appropriate signals and voltage. Confirm that the PCM is operational and communicating effectively with the turbocharger wastegate control actuator. If faults are found, a replacement PCM may be necessary to clear the DTC and restore proper operation to the turbocharging system. After completing the necessary repairs for DTC P006E, it is important to verify that the repair was successful. Begin by clearing the stored DTC from the PCM using appropriate diagnostic equipment. Following the clearance, undertake a test drive to ensure that the vehicle operates normally and the symptoms associated with the DTC are resolved. During this drive, closely monitor engine performance, specifically regarding the turbocharger's function. After returning from the test drive, recheck for the presence of DTC P006E to ensure that it has not returned. If all tests are passed and operation is smooth, the repair can be deemed successful. To prevent future occurrences of DTC P006E, implementing a routine maintenance plan is key. Regular inspection of the wiring connected to the turbocharger wastegate control actuator can help catch any potential issues early. During these inspections, place particular emphasis on checking PCM connections for signs of corrosion or looseness, as these can disrupt communication and power supply. Additionally, consistently monitoring vehicle performance helps identify any emerging symptoms early before they escalate into major issues. By adhering to these preventive maintenance practices, vehicle reliability can be significantly enhanced, minimizing the risk of similar DTCs arising in the future. In conclusion, diagnosing and repairing DTC P006E requires a thorough understanding of the turbocharger power supply circuit and its related components. Identifying turbocharger issues early on can prevent larger performance problems down the road. The troubleshooting steps outlined are essential to follow methodically, ensuring that all potential causes are examined effectively. Additionally, regular preventive maintenance practices can inhibit the recurrence of DTCs like P006E, ensuring the long-term functionality of the turbocharger system and the associated engine performance. By combining proactive inspections with responsive repairs, vehicle performance can be optimized, ensuring a seamless driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.